I've gotten so many ads for this product on Instagram. And it's finally here. It's Tuesday, Test It Tuesday, where I do a 5-minute review of a product recommended to me from a social media ad. I've been getting ads for the Pivo pod forever, and I could never pull the trigger. It was just too much money for me for what it did. And then finally, I saw the Pivo pod Lite, which was a little bit less expensive, and I was like, okay, fine, let's do it. Everybody is creating video content, pictures for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, so I wanted to review another item that could be good for anybody. In the box, you get the Pivo pod Lite, the charging cord, and a booklet. I, of course, got mine in purple because that's my favorite color, but it comes in 6 colors. This is the Pivo pod Lite, to be clear. Not sure what the difference between the Lite and the regular is, except I know there's a price difference, so that's what made me choose the Lite. The Pivo pod is 2.9 inches tall. I couldn't find the weight of it anywhere, but it is lightweight and super portable. You can put your phone in it portrait mode or landscape mode, depending on what you're doing and what you're trying to film. So it's basically a fancy phone mount. It has auto tracking features, so as you're shooting video or taking photos, it follows you, and it has some pretty neat things that it does. On the bottom here, it has the thread. You can attach it to pretty much any tripod. It says it's compatible with any tripod. It has fun creative modes, so you can create different types of videos to stand out on social media. You can also do hands-free video calls, chats, live streams, and it has auto zoom. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I love when companies stand behind their products. This is what it looks like up close. Here is the on button. You stick your phone in this part here, and then you use this knob to tighten it. So when you first get this, of course, you want to charge it up so it's ready to go, but they have an app and you need to download the app onto your phone. You also have to create an account to log in, because why wouldn't you? How many accounts can one person have? So you go into the App Store, you download the Pivo Plus app, you create a login, and you sign in. After you do that, you pair it to your device. You want to turn it on, press and hold it, hit the plus in the app, and it's looking for the device. It has found it. We'll put it up on this box so you can see it in the frame what it's doing. If I go this way, it goes this way. If I go this way, it goes this way. So it has face tracking, which is what you're seeing now, and it has body tracking. It also has modes that you can put it in so it can have an understanding of what it is that you're doing. So like if you're dancing, you put it in dancing. If you're giving a presentation of something, you can select that. If you're doing something fast and high paced, it has skating. If you're doing fashion, you can select that. Or you can create your own, depending on what it is you're doing or what kind of video you're wanting to make, where you decide if you want to be on the left side of the screen, the right side of the screen, how fast you want it to track you. You can turn on and off the auto zoom feature, predict follow, which is if you leave the frame, it'll continue to search for you, and target exposure. Now, when you're doing face tracking, it has other presets such as cooking or streaming, or you can also create your own. So these are kind of like the basics here. You can set a timer. So when you start your video, it has a countdown. The Pivo pod Lite does not come with a remote. You can add a remote for an extra like $30, but it has a timer function, so that is nice. You can also turn the camera around. This would be a good time for the remote because I can't see what is happening on it. It's gonna take a video, and I'm gonna talk a little bit over here. It's gonna follow me. And I'm going to talk a little bit over here, and it's still following me. Okay, this thing's actually pretty cool. So it pretty much has basic photo video settings. It saves to the gallery, which then you can save to your phone and upload right to Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever it is. They also have another app. It is called Pivo Play. We're going to go into that one, which has more fun features. It has different tracking modes. This pen. Oh no. Okay, this is very frustrating. It's disconnected twice now, just in a few minutes. I'm trying to learn how to use the app. You can draw a box around something that you would like to track and have it track that way, or you can turn tracking off. You can pick if you want to be on one side of the screen. It keeps you on one side of the screen, so the other side of the screen you can put your text or your pictures or whatever is popping up that you're going like this to. And of course, you know, the other side as well. There are so many different functions. It can create some really cool videos and photos. You can take a panoramic photo. A lot of cameras do panoramic photos nowadays. This, it turns if you're taking a panorama yourself and like the edges are all wobbly. Since it does it itself, it'll be set up perfectly. You can adjust the settings. So if you only want it to go halfway around a circle or just a little bit around a circle, you can change the rotation that it circles in. You can switch it to manual, but we don't have a remote, so auto is what we would do. They have a multi-stream. You can use it streaming to multiple platforms at one time. You have to make an account with Restream, so I'm not going to dive deep into that. This is the Mini-Me setting. So what it does is it takes multiple pictures. You can set it to up to 15 pictures where it'll put multiple of you and it combines it all into one photo. You can pick the direction it rotates, auto, manual. Next is flash mode. You can customize your settings. Hello and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. It takes a video and it puts a whip pan transition in the middle and it's another video. And you can change how long the videos are, up to 5 seconds. Double take is when it takes a video of you and then it does a double take. It comes back to you. So you would want to create like a funny video where you might do a double take. So quick example just to see. Hey babe, I cooked your favorite dinner. I cooked your favorite dinner. So then it processes it. The reason why I use that as an example is because I don't really cook often. My husband is the chef of the house, so I thought that would be kind of funny, like a double take. Next on our list is versus mode. So we're gonna turn ours on auto. We're gonna make the degrees not that high because I can't really go anywhere. I bet you don't know what 1 + 1 is. It's 2. And that's pretty much how my kids fight nowadays, so that was what came to mind. So next up is 50-50 mode, where on one side of the screen it is a still photo, and on the other side of the screen is a video that plays in a loop. It mashes them up together to make them look nice. Next up, we have time-lapse mode, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty cool because you can create a moving time-lapse. So instead of just the camera being still and it being a time-lapse like that, it will pan and be a time-lapse at the same time. So of course, you can change all of the settings, how far you want it to rotate, how fast you want it to rotate, and your shot intervals. Then down at the bottom, it will tell you exactly how long your video will be based on your settings. So next we have Studio 360, which I can't show you because I didn't buy the special accessory to use this one, but they do have an accessory on their website where you can use this as a turntable to film like products and things of that nature if that's something that you do often. So the next mode is Tiny Planet mode, which takes a bunch of photos and kind of morphs them into a planet, or you can reverse it the other way. And it's a cool feature to have on here. Next up is Magic Edge, which is a side-by-side video with something fun you can put in the middle to be in between. So let's try it out. We put it in auto. We changed it to 3 seconds because I'm trying to be quick here for this sake of this video. So it takes a little bit to process, and then it has all these different things that you can choose from that you can put in the middle. Next up, we have the clone trail mode. So the clone trail is like all those cool videos you see on TikTok and Instagram where it's like you and then you like step into yourself and step into yourself. It's like a lot of you, but it's like the path that you're moving, so you like collect yourself. Am I making sense? Does that make any sense? Okay, and the last mode they have on here is the Mini Me video, which is currently in beta mode, so it is a little bit glitchy. It's not super smooth running. It's kind of cool to have multiple views in one video. So when you're trying to take pictures, it has different ways for you to capture your photos. You can pick different auto triggers. So when I say cheese, it automatically starts counting down to take my photo. So you can also clap. And it counts down and takes your photo. Wow, that's really buggy. It's being very buggy. For the next one, when you strike a pose, that's when it's gonna do the countdown to take a photo. Anytime I make a facial expression, okay, this thing's just making me angry. So it has some cool features on it when it wants to work. It also has an auto zoom feature when you're taking videos and let's say you're talking and you're walking or you're backing up, it will automatically start zooming into you as you step away from the camera. And then when you get back closer to it, it will automatically zoom back out, which I think is a cool feature to have. The Pivo Pod Lite is $79.99. I actually used a coupon code and got a few dollars off. In my honest opinion, after reviewing the product and testing it out and seeing my first impressions, that's a lot of money. I think it's quite expensive. Of course, I understand, you know, the software and the app and the things behind the price. It's not just the product, but for what you're getting, it just feels like a ton of money to me. I think it's worth it if you are creating content or you like to have fun and do fun videos and fun pictures and really be creative. If you're gonna buy it once just to try out the different features, I don't think it's worth the $70. It's kind of nice to have, you know, you don't have to learn how to use the pro grade software that a lot of creators use. You kind of have it all right here with this and the app combined. It's portable. You can film on your phone, upload straight to whatever social media site. You don't have to take footage and put it into a computer software and learn how to use the software. It just does it all right for you. If you're using the back camera and you're like me and you didn't get the remote, you can't really see the controls. But if you're not alone, if you have somebody else with you, then they can help you out. This is nice to have because it's like having a whole camera crew with you when you're alone. Overall, it is a quality product. It feels sturdy, stable, it's lightweight. It's a little buggy, a little glitchy. It's not as smooth as I would expect an $80 product to be. It also loses tracking sometimes if you're not in the best of lighting. It was having a lot of connectivity issues at some points. It would just randomly disconnect in the middle of me trying to create something. It happened multiple times, not just once. Also, my phone fits in here just fine. It has room. It just have a basic Heyday from Target case on here, but I would be afraid if you have a big case, your phone might not fit in here that well. So you have to really look into it deeply to decide if it is worth it for you. It is a cool little nifty thing, and if you want to get creative, it's going to be perfect for you. Well, that's all I have for today's Test It Tuesday. If you enjoyed today's review, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it really helps my channel, helps other people see the reviews too. And don't forget to come back next Tuesday for another product review. Bye. Wait, I don't think I did the intro. I almost forgot my intro. Why does it keep disconnecting?